Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. This is the long-awaited final island tour of my island. Today I am finally going to walk you through my entire island. So, it's very exciting stuff. So, just some backstory on my island before we get into it. I have 1,235 hours on this island. Granted, I do run a YouTube channel and I've done events and stuff like that, so not all of it is pure playtime, but that's how many hours I have. I have been playing this same exact island since game launch. I have not reset or flattened or anything like that, so it's all been this original island. My island is a fairy core island. I would consider it more of like a natural fairy core. I use a lot of trees and bushes and flowers, and it is very cluttered. I must warn you, if you visit my dream address, you might have a hard time walking around, and I'm so sorry about that. That's just how I like my island, but I will show you all the pathways and stuff to take, so hopefully you'll have a better time. So, without further ado, let's take a look at my map and my villagers. So, my map is kind of weird. I will say that. I use a lot of custom designs, so there's not a lot of like pathing that you can see. Like my main paths are not visible because they're custom designs, which is kind of unfortunate, but I did try my best to add in-game paths so it would show up on the map a little bit. So yeah, there's my very strange looking map. These are my villagers. I have Rosie, Tangy, Sherb, Lily, Tia, love her so much. I think she's so unique. Julian, I also think he's so unique. Meringue, Marcy, Norma, and Diana. And then we also have my dream address at the bottom for you if you would like to go ahead and take a screenshot or whatever. I will be putting it in the description for easier access if you prefer that as well. And we can also see my island name, which is Pelican Bay. So backstory on that name. I wanted to name my island after the Stardew Valley town, which is Pelican Town. And that's all I thought about before the game came out. And once the game came out, turns out there's not enough characters for Pelican Town. So I had to condense it. And in my rush, I just put Pelican Bay just so I could get started playing. And I wish I could change it. It's not the most fairy core or cute name, but oh well. It is what it is. So we're starting out at my airport, of course. This is my island entrance. We have some little froggy pedestals because my name is Froggy Crossing, and we got like a little welcome sign to welcome you. And we have this main path. And if you are interested in any of the design codes that I have anywhere on my island, I have a video where I go through all of them. There's also more in the description of that video, so go ahead and check it out. I will put that in the description of this video. So we have kind of like a little seating area right here, just kind of in the middle of all the pathways, just for a little chill area. We have a little pond right here with a waterfall, and we can see our resident services right in the back here. And Julian is singing for us. So in the plaza, it's kind of surrounded by cliffs and waterfalls. As you can see, we have some decorative waterfalls over this way. And if we go back down, we can go around this way, and we have like a little seating area. And this path leads you back up to this little corner by resident services. And then we have a path that goes this way, and that leads to the beach. So we'll come back to that. But if we go across this bridge, this is Sherb's little beachside restaurant. So we got some tables and some chairs, and definitely not a table I forgot to decorate. We're just gonna pretend they just cleaned it. And we have like a little path that goes down here to Sherb with a thought bubble, apparently. Okay, we're gonna ignore him also. And we have like a cute little piano instrument area. It's like the band playing for you while you eat dinner. And this is like the main restaurant. Sherb is a lazy, so I thought it would be very fitting to give him like a food themed little area, which is why I did that. And then if we walk back up the beach, then we have like a little painting area on the docks, just like a cute, relaxing, artsy area where you can, you know, work and paint and do whatever crafty stuff you desire. And if we're going up the beach here, we have a little pathway of palm trees, and it leads us right to Marcy's house. So she has a little relaxing beach area, and she's just doing some laundry and having a picnic over here. And she's got like a little garden of green mums back here. So very simple. She just lives a simple life on the beach. So if we go back down, I will show you the top of this cliff so we can get a better look at it. So on this cliff, this is right behind Sherb's restaurant area, the seating area. We just have some very simple decorations up here, and this is the little fairy area. And we have a flower that's overgrown. We're gonna ignore the fact that I forgot to check for those. So we have some little fairy houses. These are the little Happy Home Academy trophies. This is a very old build that I did, so I should replace these with the dollhouses, but I think they still look really cute. And then if you're up here, you can go ahead and hop over here. So this is the waterfall area that is right beside resident services, and it's just filled with cute fairy core things, picnics, garden wagons, anything, you know, you can think of. It's probably up here. And we have a little garden up here. Just some pretty flowers growing with a little watering can. And if we go past this picnic and walk along these stones, this will lead us to this kind of river area up here. So if you follow this sign and this bridge, this takes you to the orchard. And this is the main entrance of the orchard. There's another way to get into it, which I will show you guys later. I think we will come back to the orchard, but we can go ahead and take this secret path which overlooks Lily's little swamp area that we will get to. But if we take this secret path, this leads us to this secret duck feeding area directly behind resident services. So for all my visitors, I dropped a bean tossing kit for you, so you can go ahead and pick that up and you can pretend to feed the little duckies and give them, you know, everything that they need to survive, their nutrients. Here you go, ducks. We just explored kind of like the right side of my island, so now we're back at the airport and we're gonna go this way, taking this path. So this leads you many ways. You can go back towards resident services, you can go up to the shops, or you can go to the right side of the island. So if you go this way and go through this little balloon arch, we can see here this is the little flea market area. So we have a bunch of stalls. This one is a cake stall. We've got vending machines. We've got a little plant shop. And we have like a little juice bar over here. And we got some teddy bears also celebrating with us. So yeah, there is lots of shopping here for you to do. Lots of pretty balloons. So up past the little flea market, we have a couple of ways we can go. This way, if you take this way under this other arch, this is Lily's swamp area. Lily, my main girl, I had to have a huge area for her. So she's got little rivers and little waterfalls, lots of frogs and ducks in her house area. And she's got like a quaint, quiet little place to rest under the trees. And she has a bunch of plants and everything because I think that she likes to garden. That's my little thought for Lily. So if we go back down through the flea market, I will go to the shops area because that is right next to resident services as well. So up this ramp, we have Nook's Cranny, of course. This is how I chose to decorate it with these little mini trees. I think it looks super cute. And just directly to the left of it is the Able Sisters shop. Very cute, very simply decorated. I didn't want to do much of a shopping district for my island, so I just kind of made it natural and like they're just chilling here up on this mountain. Heading back down the ramp, if we go to the left of it, we have my seasonal area. For my dream address, it's gonna go ahead and stay like this forever, but usually on my island, I would decorate this area with whatever seasonal items we would get, so like the Halloween stuff or the Christmas stuff, but it's just in a constant state of fairy core right now. We got a bug bottle and a garden wagon, and a little wishing well, and some adorable flowers and custom designs. So this area has a little bridge, and if you take it, it leads you to the museum. So this is my little museum, and by the way, if you want to see builds for any of these areas, I have a lot of speed builds and let's plays where I decorate the majority of my island, so go ahead and check out my channel if you haven't already, and I have a playlist with all of my builds for you in my playlist section. So the museum has a little fountain, a little seating area, which is super cute if you would like to come in here and just chill. So after you visit the museum, if you go down here past these little trees, we have a ramp to go up. And this is my little mushroom park, which overlooks the flower fields that we will go and visit in just a moment. But this is a little mushroom park. So it's a very tiny park. It's kind of like a micro park, but you get a good view of the shops from here. Very cute little area to look out on, and we got some mushrooms, and just if you want to take your kids here, come on the elephant slide or whatever. So going back down the ramp and to the right past these trees, we have our little flower field and rock garden fairy circle. This is one of my most favorite parts of my island. I think it's so pretty and so fairy core, and I just absolutely love how it looks in cherry blossom season with all the cherry blossom trees. And directly beneath that we have my beach area, which is just kind of sparsely decorated. My beaches don't really have that much on them, but we got some little sitting areas, and if you go up here, we have a little picnic area that's directly next to the flower garden. So we got a cute little picnic area. And then if we continue on the beach, we just have, you know, more stuff. And then we're back at my entrance. And here's another look of these little island type of things that I got going on here with these little rivers. I really like this area. This is one of the few areas that I haven't changed that much, because I change a lot of things on my island all the time, but that one has stuck around. So going back up the beach and through the flower fields and to the left of the museum, we have Tangy's house. Tangy is my best girl, and she deserves a beautiful space. So she has a little pumpkin patch where she grows her pumpkins, and she has, you know, some flowers and some little butterfly friends, and she's got some orange trees and some juice she's drinking. So that is Tangy's area, and then up through this tiny little narrow path between the museum and Tangy's house, we have another path that goes up here, and it leads you to this area. So this is Meringue and Tia's cafe. This is the cafe that they run together. They sell cakes and they sell tea. So if you want to come here and get a nice dessert or drink some nice delicious tea, you can come to them for that. I really like this area, and I like the concept, and I love Meringue and Tia together. They are the ultimate couple goal on my island. And if you go out the right of Meringue and Tia's cafe, we have this little path that connects down here where we just were, and we have this kind of like little center area, very cute, and we got multiple ways to go. So we will go to the right. This is directly behind the shops. To the right is my giant lake, and I've decided to call this Pelican Lake because it is Pelican Bay, the name of my island, and this is the lake on the island, so it's kind of a no-brainer. On this view, we can see a cute little forest in the background, and you can check the speed build for this area if you would like. That is one of my most popular speed builds, and I think you would enjoy it. After we finish looking out at the lake, if we go to the right, this is the area that we already explored already with Lily's house and little shops. So to finish off the right side of the island, I'm going to go up through this path through the trees, and we have this ramp. So if we take this ramp, we have a Lily of the Valley farm with a little butterfly, a very magical little farm. So this way just takes you through the trees, and this leads you to the entrance of the orchard. But if we go back along this path and we go up here, this is the back entrance to the orchard on this thick main path, and we have more trees back here, and we have a little ramp down there. But before we go down the ramp, I'm going to go over here and show you this little hyacinth farm that's next to Rosie's house. Rosie is the little farmer on my island. I gave her the big responsibility of growing all of our crops and stuff like that. So she has a lavender field or hyacinth farm, whatever you would like to call it. It's very beautiful. One of the earliest builds on my island that I transferred over to this side of the island, and it's just an ultimate favorite. And then if we're going back here, you know, we got all of our trees and stuff like this. You can walk through the orchard. It's very pretty. But going down this ramp leads you to a whole big area crammed with stuff. So this is our teddy bear tea party, Alice in Wonderland inspired picnic kind of area. I'm still not sure what to call it, but I really like this area. It is so magical and fairy core to me. One of my all-time favorites as well. But up here on this rock, we have a little hot spring area, and yes, there are still snowflakes here because it is Christmas themed all year round. Christmas themed all year round, baby. So this is a nice little relaxing area you can come and lay down in if you feel like you need, you know, some time to yourself, some time to relax. And back here, if you walk past this crescent moon chair, there's another little hidden secret hot spring on this tiny little rock. So that is this area, and we're gonna go ahead and head back up the ramp, and then we're gonna go back down past the little Lily of the Valley garden and back down the ramp. So if we continue going up this way, we have a little narrow path to follow that leads you to my house. So my house, I tried to keep it very simple. I have never been one for decorating my house very fancy, so all we have is a bench and some flowers and a little moon in the back, and I will go ahead and show you all of my rooms. So this is my main living room. I tried to keep this room very simple because I like to run around and run through the house and go to all the other rooms. So I tried to keep it very accessible, but we have lots of seating, lots of cozy lighting, a workbench because I always need to craft things, you know, more seating, a little bed for my cat who lives in here, I think. So if we go to the right, this is my dream room. So this is where I come to dream of dreams and other islands. It is very simply decorated, the main focus being the bed. Yes, I did use Bunny Day furniture on my island. Fight me about it. I think it looks cute. And we got some teddy bears protecting you and some moons just for that added ambiance. Next, going up into this room, this is my Lily Shrine room. So, yeah, yes, you heard that right. It is a Lily Shrine room. This is where I come and pray to Lily's poster if I'm ever feeling like I need a little bit of extra luck or froggy luck or anything like that. This is where I come, and it serves me a whole lot of good. Next, into the left room, this is my craft room, and I just wanted crowded, clutter, grandma vibes in here. So, lots of crafting stuff, lots of clothes, lots of stuff on the floor. It's kind of hard to walk around, but that's how it's supposed to be. A lot of mismatched furniture as well. So this is my little table where I come and craft and I watch TV while I craft, and I've got, you know, sewing machines everywhere. And up on the walls you can actually see my creations that I made. Very cute. These are all the clothes that I sewed. And we got like a little snack table and a DIY table. And we have a cat tree for my mysterious cat to come and lounge in here and chill next to me while I'm crafting. Next, we're going to look at the upstairs and the downstairs, which are arguably my favorite rooms in the house. So first let's go downstairs. This is my kitchen. It's very yellow in here, kind of more of a cottagecore vibe, but I really like it. We have the main kitchen area over here where we have all of our cooking going on. And we have some little teddy bears waiting for their coffee. And then we have like a little juice bar over here where you can come and get some drinks. And we have our dining area on the other half of the room. We got a little china cabinet back here keeping all of our dishes. And we just have like a big family dinner table going on here with lots of food on the table. Very delicious looking. And lastly, the upstairs room is our final room of the house. This is my bedroom. So I've tried to make this the cutesy pink kawaii bedroom of my dreams, and I think I did a pretty good job. So on this side of the room is my actual bed and sleeping area. So we have my cute bed, my nightstand, my kitty sleeps at the foot of my bed. Now we have like my wardrobe and all my clothes up on the wall. And on the other side of the dividers we have my skincare area. So I'm trying to get really into skincare in real life, so I figured I would model it in Animal Crossing. This is my mini skincare fridge and the little mirror that I use to do my skincare and makeup. And this is my little bear who sits here, and I like to call him Skincare Bear. He is in charge of maintaining my skincare products. We have another cat tree right in front of my desk area. So this is where I sit and, you know, sit on my computer and do whatever. And I have like a little pot of soup here that I eat for lunch. And then I have kind of like a little chill area right here. I like to call this the sleepover corner because we have sleepovers with my villagers in this tent. And there's no socks allowed in the tent, so that's why there's socks everywhere. So that's my house. I hope you enjoyed it. Now if we go over to the left of my house, we have the forest that you could see behind the lake. This is the lake, and there's just like a little forest area behind it with a little hidden mushroom fairy circle. Ooh. And if we go up behind my house, we have Red's secret beach. So Red was conveniently here on the day I decided to time travel to cherry blossom season. So you can see how it looks. We got like some little treasure that he brought up here and I'm kind of afraid to touch. I'm just gonna leave it for him. And a little barrel. Very simple, very simple. I wanted to keep it very accessible. Now if we go down through the forest on the left side, if we keep going and we go past this ramp, then we are back here. This is next to Meringue and Tia's Cafe. So now if we go up here, we are going to go ahead and see this little walkway area directly behind Meringue and Tia's houses. And we have this area, which is the pumpkin patch. So this is a very cluttered, disorganized pumpkin patch, which is run by Norma. She is my little strawberry cow farmer, and she is in charge of this whole area. So this is another farmland area. Wow, I didn't think my Fairy Core Island had so much farm area. Might as well be a farm core island, huh? But this is this lovely, lovely little area. So going back through the front of the pumpkin patch, we're going to continue taking this leaf path up to this path, and we can go through our cute little fairy villager house area. So these are little doll houses that are supposed to be fairy homes, and they have little mini trees and all these cute little miniature things around them, which I think is so cute. And you can see behind them that there is a little mountainscape, just kind of like a cliff area filled with other fairy core things. And if we continue down this leaf path, we can either go right or we can go down. So I'm going to go down, and we're going to walk through our mushroom pathway, which is one of my favorite spots on the island yet again. I love it so much. And we're going to take this ramp down, and we have this stone path that we take, and we go across this bridge, and we're back at Meringue and Tia's cafe. So this is their little waiting area directly outside of it, and we can go ahead and come down here. So this isn't very decorated back here because you don't really see it that much, and I didn't really know what the point would be of decorating it. But if you go this way, we have a little pond, and if we go across these little stepping stones, we have a stargazing area with a little look onto Meringue and Tia's cafe, kind of, and this little path right here. And it is right next to Tangy's house. So that's just this little area, nothing too special. Didn't want to make it too cluttered up here. And we have this little path area that takes us, ooh, I wonder where. It leads us out onto the beach. So this is like a little beach area that I have. It's nothing too special, just very decorated, and we're gonna take it all the way down, keep following the beach. We have our dock, which is just very simple, very simply decorated. And we have Julian's house. So this is Julian's beach directly in front of his house. I gave Julian a very extra sort of yard with waterfalls and a little Nova lights and star clocks everywhere. He has a little seating area and a little pond in front of his house. On the beach is a little unicorn stable. I guess this is his family? I don't really know. So if you go to the right of Julian's house, we have a little statue garden. So I really like this. This view when you stand on this little star stepping stone is so cute, and I'm in love with it. So directly beneath that on the beach is kind of like a little spa area that I made where you can sit and relax. And if you go back up on the right, you can see that is the pink flower field from earlier in front of the museum. So that's where we're at. And now I'm just gonna head back up through all the beaches back to where we were. This path is the one that we just took. So now we're gonna go up the beaches instead of down. So we have a little teddy bear picnic area. Once again, I totally do not overuse this on my island. No sir. But we have a little teddy bear picnic, and if we keep going up on the beach, we have a ramp that we will take in just a moment. We have a little watermelon farm on the beach. Don't ask how watermelons grow on the beach, I can't tell you. And behind that we have the campsite. So this is kind of like a little sleepover campsite. That's what I dubbed it. I thought it was very cute to kind of give it sleepover vibes. So we have little tents, and we have pillows and plushies and little instruments for you to play, and lots of snacks and books to keep you entertained. I really like this. I didn't want to go for like a conventional fishing sleeping bag camping site. I wanted something much cuter, so this is what I opted to go with. Going back down the beach and up the ramp, now we are back at the Mush Parasol pathway, and we have Diana's house. So she is the little farmer for this area because yes, there was once again another farm area. So she has a very cutely decorated house, and if we take the path down past the ramp, we have a little micro mushroom farm. So I like to think that Diana takes care of these mushrooms, and she's a little keeper of the grounds and picks these and makes delicious little meals with them. So if you keep following the little mushroom farm and you go down this path, we have a secret little fairy circle right here. Ooh, what are they up to? So This is kind of hidden. You don't really know the path to take until you go through this little farm, but once you find it, it is very cute to look at. So that is Pelican Bay. I hope you enjoyed it. I have put so much time and effort and dedication into this island, so I really hope it shows and that it paid off. Again, if you would like to check out any builds for most of what you saw here today, I have a whole playlist full of build videos for you, and if you would like any of the codes that I used, I will put the link to that code video in the description. I'll put my dream address in the description, and if you have any final questions or thoughts about Pelican Bay, if you've been following me on my island journey, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I would love to chat with you guys for one last time about this island, because after this we are moving on. Look out for new videos of my Kidcore Island coming very soon. I'm very excited about it. But it is with that final note that I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys and say goodbye to my island. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.